What up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is the SNA podcast for the football news on December 8th, 2024, hours before the biggest and the best probably game of the NFL season, and that is the Sunday Night Football game live at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. It'll be them Chiefs taking on them Chargers, and yeah, like how about them back-to-back Super Bowl champs, the Red Kingdom Chiefs? But yeah, we're gonna be talking about what's going on in the world of professional football with the wildest and intriguing news stories and transfers that you assassinators need to know from the Yahoo Sports article. Starting things off with the scores, like in the live updates with the San Francisco 49ers, and they're desperate for a win against the Chicago Bears at the Bears Stadium, of course. Enters the post Matt Earthless era, yeah. And the 49ers are clinging to a shred like of hope, with Christian McCaffrey likely done for the year. And it says right here, both the Bears and 49ers have seen better days this season. It doesn't seem like long ago, like that Chicago was 4-2, like heading into their bye week after thumping both Carolina and Jacksonville. Yes, those are two of the worst teams in the league this season, but wins by 3 touchdowns or more are hard to come by in the NFL. And rookie quarterback Caleb Williams looked like he was heating up, but the 4-8 Bears I have now lost 6 in a row, and costing Matt for and Matt costing Matt Ebler's his job, his job as the head coach, while there are no moral victories, that streak includes 1-score losses, 2 for NFC teams. In the thick of the playoff chase, Washington, Green Bay, Minnesota, and Detroit, at and also at 5 and 7, the 49ers still have some hope because they play in one of the weaker divisions in the NFL, with the Seattle only 2 games in front, but with just 5 games to play, and list of injuries, it'll be an uphill climb for San Francisco. The Christian McCaffrey injury was devastating development, and injuries to Trent Williams and Nick Bosa have been a big blow in the trenches. Add in that Fred Warner has been playing this season with an ankle fracture, and it's no wonder that the team that has played in the last 3 NFC title games is already on the ropes in week 14. And then on week 14, of the NFL scheduling on Sunday's games, we see, the bye weeks of the Denver Broncos, the Indianapolis Colts, the Washington Commanders, the New England Patriots, the Baltimore Ravens, and even the Houston Texans. While today, in the start on 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox and CBS, we're going to be seeing the roundup games of the Falcons going over to Minnesota, the Vikings, and then we got the Jaguars going over to the Tennessee Titans, and then we got the New York Jets going to Miami against the Dolphins, and then we got the New Orleans Saints going to New York City, New Jersey, to face the New York Giants, and then we got the Carolina Panthers going all the way up to the north of Philadelphia and against the Eagles, and then we got the Cleveland Browns going at Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. The Raiders going to Tampa against the Buccaneers. I guess you could say a Super Bowl. I'll say not 40. I'll say is it 40? Yeah, I'm right. Not 40. Like 30. Super Bowl 30. I'll take like Super Bowl 46 rematch. No, 36 rematch. A Super Bowl 36 rematch. Hopefully I got it right. But yeah, a Super Bowl 36 rematch and also and then the Seattle Seahawks against the Arizona Cardinals, like which is going to start like in CBS 4:05 p.m. Eastern, and then on Fox we will be seeing the Buffalo Bills. We'll go at the Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium against the Rams. Like that's going to be 4:25 p.m. Eastern, and then in the same time like with the when the Bears go at the Levi Stadium against the San Francisco 49ers, if I'm not mistaken. Which I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to be at. I could be wrong because they said Bears going to be at Levi Stadium in San Francisco, and I totally forgot about that. But they also point out what's going to be the Sunday night game was not on the podcast to see who exactly won, and I will be wearing their colors, which I'm hoping for the red, like because that's them Chiefs. But anyways, yeah. It will be the Los Angeles Chargers going to Arrowhead Stadium in the best city in the United States. That is Kansas City, Missouri. Like to take on the Chiefs at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. Eastern. And it will be live on NBC and and also simulcasting on Peacock as well. But it's primarily gonna be on NBC or wherever you get your broadcast from. But who do you think is gonna win these games? Which I know one in particular who's gonna win one, which is gonna be later on in the night. But if I had to pick in these predictions, I would say the Vikings or maybe it could be the Falcons. I'll say maybe Falcons. The I'll say the Jaguars, I'll say the Dolphins, I'll say the Giants, the Eagles, the Buccaneers. I'll say that, and on the 1 p.m. Eastern games, and then on the 4 o'clock games we got I'll predict maybe the Seahawks, the Bills, and I'll say maybe the 49ers. Yeah. But let me know in the comments below who do you think is going to win all these roundup games and the most important game, which that's Sunday Night Football, in the comment section right down below as well, Assassinators. Moving on, we got but next up, we got some live coverage with the Falcons taking on the Vikings and Kirk Cousins return to Minnesota, which he will be playing against his former football team and not playing for them like good old times. But we got on week 14 of the NFL season is here, in the only matchup in the early window, featuring 2 playoff hopefuls, has some extra spice. Kirk Cousins makes his return to Minnesota as the Falcons travel north to play the Vikings. The Minnesota is about as quietly 10-2 as a team can be in the NFL with much of the attention in the NFC trained on the splashy Lions and Eagles. Sam Darnold has been steady all season, guiding the Vikings to the doorstep of a playoff berth. A win Sunday couple with losses later, like this afternoon, by the Rams and Cardinals, gets Minnesota in. The Falcons like haven't been as steady, losing their past 3 games, and Cousins' overtime issues have been front and center during the losing streak in those 3 games. He's thrown 6 interceptions, including 4 picks, like in a week, like 13 home loss, like to the Chargers, like and with 0 touchdown passes, like rookie Michael Penix Jr. like is waiting like in the wings, like as the understudy, like but with Atlanta still leading the NFC South, and having swept about Tampa Bay, like it'll be like the veteran under center as the Falcons make a run to try to win the division. And it shows like here that Justin Jefferson ends longest like touchdown drought of the career with an assist from got we got the roundups right here and we got the bye week. But I'm gonna show you a little bit of the game right here with the Falcons trying to keep up with the Minnesota Vikings, with the former Viking himself, like I believe scoring right here. You can see right here on this video. Like the only thing they need to do now is go for 2, if not already. But do you think they did so? And what's the score is currently right now? Which I'll say, I'm just telling me it's a close. Which I'll say it's a very close game. But yeah, but let me know in the comment section right down below what's your opinions onto this on this matchup. Who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be the Atlanta Falcons, or is it going to be the home field advantage onto the Minnesota Vikings? Like, given that they're in their own stadium, but also they're playing really good this year, just like their rivals, like the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions, which they played this past Thursday on Thursday Night Football, which I probably would have made a review if it wasn't due to inconvenient issues with my device. Like I would have made a review video on that game. But right now I'm gonna move on to the next slide. I'm gonna go to the one game like from today to another, like which is the Carolina Panthers with them taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, and and the Panthers rookie running back Jonathan Brooks carted off with non-contact knee injury weeks after return from tour ACL. And we got from one bad news to another from the Carolina's top running back of the league, or the team, I should say, because there's plenty of best running backs. I can just name them right out the back. Like there's Christian McCaffrey, there's what's his name, Aaron Jones, and what's his name, David Montgomery, and Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt from them Chiefs, and Nick Chubb. There's plenty of best running backs in the NFL, but he just happened to be probably one of them. But anyways, but the rookie from the Carolina Panthers slipped to the turf and limped towards the sideline with a non-contact knee injury. On Sunday's game today against the Eagles, he was eventually taken to the locker room on a cart. The Panthers ruled him as doubtful to return with his inconvenient knee injury. The injury is a tough blow for the promising rookie whom the Panthers selected out as Texas is in the second round of April's draft this year, of course. But yeah, here's the video of it with before I do show you Assassinators. I want to to read this real quick. The injury took place like in the first quarter, like with the game like in a scoreless like tie. Like Brooks slipped to the turf like as cut like and like was in with obvious pain. Like he tried to walk like to the sideline, but fell once again before he made it. But here's a video of it, which
the second round pick out of Texas, and he goes right down to the deck. See on the cut right there, he tries to make that jump cut to the outside.
unfortunate, and I wish him a full, fast, and speedy recovery. And I hope that next season will be much more of his year. And I hope that the Carolina Panthers do become like the number one team in the NFC division, which the last time they won an NFC South championship, like was probably all the way back in 15 when they went to the Super Bowl in the year, and they took on Peyton Manning's Denver Broncos, which unfortunately they came up short, which very unfortunate. But yeah, because also that's the Chiefs' arch rival. But luckily, they showed them Broncos a few years later that they can go to the Super Bowl too with our boy Patrick Mahomes. But anyways, yeah, like nothing against Manning, but yeah, I just did not like he went to the Broncos. I mean, he didn't decide to go there. Like it was just a convenient team to go to. Like since he left the Colts, like he wanted to finish off with another team and win the Super Bowl with them. Like maybe if the Chiefs were smarter at that time back in 2011, they would have signed him, and maybe he would have took him to a Super Bowl, just like how Mahomes did. I mean, it did what it turned out to be. Like like it was unfortunate, but we but he managed to get to the Super Bowl and won most of them, and not even handed like how the Broncos did. Not no trying to take the shots, but just saying. But yeah, anyways, Brooks was one of college football's top running backs at Texas, and considered a potential first round prospect. Like he tore his ACL like in his right knee, like in November last season, like and dropped to second round, like with as number 46, like to the Panthers, like in April. Injury, he was still the first running back off the board in the draft. Like Brooks sat Carolina's first 10 games, like while recovering like from his injury before making his NFL debut in Week 12 against the team that he lost to, which was a couple weeks ago, which is my boys, them Chiefs, which I did mention that. On track after they devastatingly lost to them horrible Buffalo Bills, which they starting to be a terrible team in the city, like just like Cincinnati, almost bad, but not probably not where Cincinnati is, which I guess that's good karma going back to them. Well, it's bad to them, but it's good to me and Assassinators that are a fan of the Chiefs, and anybody that's not a fan of the Bengals, of course. Which is definitely like the Cleveland Brown fans, the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and the Baltimore Ravens fans, which I can see why. But yeah. but let's move on and let's continue with recovering from the injury before making his NFL debut week 12 against the Chiefs. He rushed 8 times, like for 25 yards in 2 games, while backing up Chuba Hubbard, 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 now like 3 games into his pro debut. Brooks is potentially facing another extended absence, with Brooks injured. With Brooks injured and Hubbard returning to a bell cow role as Panthers starting running back. But what are your thoughts on about this setback again, but this fail for the Carolina Panthers? And how long do you think he's going to be injured for? Which I think it's probably going to be for the rest of the season. We probably won't be able to see him get to play another game until like 25, like in the beginning of that season, probably on preseason, and then they'll probably have him play the first season game, which I wonder who that's going to be. Probably, definitely not going to be whoever's going to win the Super Bowl, unless they're in that same division, like in the NFC. Like if somebody in the NFC does win, like in that game. But I think it's gonna be them Chiefs again, at least one more last time, and then we could see them facing someone like someone like the Buffalo Bills, in the next season in 2025, which that's probably gonna be a Thursday night game, because whoever that won the Super Bowl is gonna be definitely gonna be playing that Thursday night football game. It's always tradition that way. When I think that we're gonna be seeing like something like that, like we did from the last couple of years with the Chiefs, like in 2023, they played against the Detroit Lions, and then they played against the Baltimore Ravens, like back in September this year, because they won back to back. And yeah, well, I mean, they could face the. I don't think it's gonna be the Chiefs. Like, I mean, unless somebody else on the AFC that's gonna win the Super Bowl this season, they're gonna face them in the Thursday night game. But I kind of doubt that, which that kind of sounds way too rude and biased. But it's just my opinions. I'm just telling you to be honest. But I hope I'm sounding a bit more respectful at the same time. But yeah, I also made the review video of the Chiefs against the Baltimore Ravens. It was very fun of making it. And make sure to check it out, which is on this exact same channel at Super Ninja Austin, because I started making videos on this channel ever since the end of August of this year. Yeah, because because I nearly got hacked on my email that was under that other channel on Super Ninja Austin, which was called Super Ninja Austin 213. But right now I'm making on my second channel that I just made, which is just Super Ninja Austin. But yeah, I wish Mr. Jonathan Brooks a full and fast speedy recovery, and I sure hope that he will be back and he will be better than ever. Just like Eric Bischoff, but this is not wrestling, this is football. But just saying, because that's a catchy theme song. But we got in 2014 we got some Kobe Bryant news now, like with him invested like $6 million in body armor, the sports drink body armor, like now the sports drinks is now the company is being required for over $5.6 billion. Wow. And maybe it's because he sadly passed away in 2020, which I want to give my condolences, because this was like 3 years before I started doing my podcast when he sadly passed away in 2020. I want to give my condolences to Kobe Bryant's family and friends at this very sad time, which he left this earth way too soon. Just saying, if it wasn't for that freak accident, I think he'll be alive today. And it would have been very cool to meet the guy. Which that's probably not possible now, and I could think of some older family members that sadly passed, going to probably get a chance to meet him before me and my brother do, because me and my brother were a huge fan of him, especially when he was playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. But I'll say my brother was probably more of a fan of him. I was like, yeah, and I even got him the new NBA 2K24 game back last year's Christmas, and he was very happy that I bought him that game. And it was brand new, but I got it half price. It was like way after Black Friday, but I still got it at a half price deal. But that's a different story for a different day. I bought it at my local GameStop. But yeah, that meant so much to him. And I was glad to get him that game. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about his sports energy drink, Body Armor, the drink company that received an initial investment from the late Kobe Bryant will be required for over $5.6 billion. like by Coca-Cola's company. According to CNBC, the equipment, I mean the acquisition, rather the acquisition will be the largest of its kind by the soft drink company, which will have full control of the brand. The Coca-Cola company is looking to position with Body Armor as the direct competition to Gatorade, which is owned by PepsiCo. PepsiCo, as a PepsiCo, Gatorade currently has about 70% of the market shared in sports drinks, and which gives the parent company nearly full like uh, d- dominance over the market. What makes the this full acquisition so notable is that Coca-Cola was once the sports drink's second largest shareholder. They brought into the company. Yeah. On, but yeah, you don't have to scream in order to get SNA's attention. All you have to do is just ask. Want to play Hot Wheels? Okay. All right. But make sure to share with the tray. You gotta go to sleep. You tried those, but make sure what you done with your turn please share with the tray. Keep gonna go first, and then we can go after. Uh, yeah, it's only fair you go have first in this trade, but it's okay if you let your cousins go. It's just one. Like just turn. You gotta push this button. Yeah, make sure. Okay. Uh, all right, let's get back to the podcasting without any delays. Let's yeah, the Coca-Cola company is to position armor correction, yeah, get it right. Oh yeah, that's what gives the parent company the nearly full dominance. And what makes this full acquisition to notable is the Coca-Cola once the sports drinks second largest shareholder. They brought into the company back in 2018 in a deal that gave them 15% ownership in the company at the time too. The late Kobe Bryant was the third largest shareholder in the company as well, and his investment was made just 2 years after the company was launched. According to outlet Kobe Bryant's estate is expected to receive $400 million as part of the deal made with Coca-Cola, which will ultimately buy out the late basketball star's share in the company. What's not clear though, is where the body armor founders sit as a result of the deal. Like the founder told CNBC that he would like to remain as a consultant, with the beverage company, considering the founded Smart Water. It's safe to say that he have some insight, but there's some question as to whether that will be the case now that the acquisition is complete. After and this is what the chairman had to spoke onto the matter, saying after I'm talking about, not the chairman. I mean, this is what this is what this is what this is what the CNBC Here's what they had to say on the matter. After I spoke with the chairman and CEO, James Quincy, I asked him if I could be chairman of the board. I think that he muted me after after that body armor co-founder Mike what's his name? Yeah, Mike Repo. Yeah, Mike Repo. That's what the guy was. That's in the company that asked the chairman. But this is where he told this to CNBC's Sarah Easton, on Squawk on the street. But I wasn't afraid to ask, so I'm going to try my best to get my to get on the board. And what are your thoughts on Kobe Bryant's body armor energy drink? And do you think it's really should be worth over $5 billion, which I think it is, given the fact that he sadly passed, and it's a very popular and successful drink in general. So why the flub not? I'm glad it's doing high numbers. I hope if I start a brand in sports, what if it's some protein bars or protein gummies or something like that, or even a protein shake or some sort that, or even an energy drink like this, or and even Prime energy drink, except for a little controversial into it. But I do enjoy a few energy drinks of Prime every once in a while. But yeah, I'll say I hope I get some brands like that, which I probably will in this foreseeable future. But I just need to get started one step at a time, and then I can get to the next slide. I just need to create some popularity first, and then I can get into the path of what's that Get into the path of what's this get into the path of into getting some success in business and inventions and whatnot, which I got probably a few under my hood, metaphorically speaking, of course. But moving on, we got some New York Giants news now, as Trey Hawkins snapped his historic drought for Giants grabs teams first in since week 1 in game against the Saints. Now we got some, I'll say, we finally got the New York Giants finally playing really good today. Since week 1, with their historic drought is finally over, as Trey Hawkins picked up the first career interception early in the second half of their matchup with New Orleans Saints on Sunday's afternoon. That that marked the first Giants interception since the opening week season of this year, and ended their NFL worst 11 game losing streak, or their worst NFL game streak. Let me rephrase that, without one. I should say, let me rephrase that. I apologize, Assassinators, for sounding sloppy there. But anyways, like the Saints, quarterback Derek Carr tried to throw a deep ball like to Kevin Austin, like on their first drive, like of the second half, at MetLife Stadium, like on Sunday afternoon. Carr, however, like underthrew Austin and allowed Hawkins to step in perfectly for an interception. Here's the video.
48. Six defense.
You can see a video of it right here.
48. Six defensive backs. His first in the National Football League.
And yeah, that was very crazy, wasn't it? Like, yeah, like you would never thought that they would have gotten an interception, like which we would thought it would probably be 2025 before they'll ever get one again. But I guess they proved your favorite Super Ninja Assassin wrong on that, because they just picked one off against the New Orleans Saints, because unfortunately they don't have Drew Brees on their team no more. I mean, it's not because of not just because quarterbacks, but probably also the whole team. Like the only person that's probably like the only guy that can try to keep up with any other teams. But when it comes, like, they're just mediocre right at the moment. Like, hopefully that doesn't sound like an insult. But I'm saying, like, they're not like contenders to be in the NFC playoff picture, like and try to get a shot at the Lombardi Trophy. But let me know in the comment section right down below what's your opinions about this, and also we got and also, what are your thoughts on to this interception? Do you think that we're going to be seeing the New York Giants finally gonna get some wins and then not make their record too embarrassing? Let me know in the comments about that. That's gonna be for a different video. I mean, different story. But this is where this is what the article also states, that was the first interception for the Giants, like since Darius Musau like picked off Sam Darnold like in their week 1 loss to the Minnesota Vikings. Like that 11-game stretch like is the I'll say the longest such like drought like in NFL history. And it says right here, Sunday was the third game that Hawkins like has made it like into this season. Like his second with the Giants, like the 24-year-old like who the team like looked like in the 6th round like of the 2023 draft, like out like of old was that Dominish like had like 35 total tackles as a rookie. Like last fall, like he entered Sunday's game with 4 total tackles. The Giants like took a 2-10 record like into Sunday's contest. Like they've lost 7 like straight. Drew Lock got his second straight like start at quarterback for the Giants, like who released longtime starter Daniel Jones earlier this season, like after like benching him, like in Lock mentioned him. Lock went 0 of 8 after 0 of 8 like the first quarter, like and the Giants like entered the locker room at halftime like down 7-3. And do you think they're gonna make a comeback with this after the setback, like with them like like still down by 4 points. Like in order for them to try to go for a comeback here. Let me know down in the comment section right down below. I think maybe they might have a chance given that they're playing against the Saints because the Saints are not really that good. Like even my boys, them Chiefs won, and I even made a review on to that. Especially with that, the highlight of the night and the goofy football of the night was going to that fat dude that intercepted and tried to run it halfway, but he barely got a past the quarter line, which that had me dying with laughter, including my family that was watching Monday Night Football. Like you started to look like bubble baths on the football field, like we was running for everybody. That when they found out that the pickles that was not in the Krabby Patty was underneath his tongue the whole time. But yeah, moving on, we got some unfortunate week 4 news, like with the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver George Pickens, like inactive on this game against the Cleveland Browns. And it's right here that Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver George Pickens is inactive due to a hamstring injury. The Steelers were reportedly optimistic like that Pickens would be able to play against the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, but wanted to test his hamstring before he had sustained the injury late in the week. It appears that Pickens hamstring failed the test, so he will sit out this game. Like here are the inactives, the inactives for week 14. Which we got on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Running back D'Ernest Johnson, defensive end Miles Cole, offensive lineman Anton Harrison, and then wide receiver Josh Reynolds, and then we got defensive tackle Atomilo, defensive tackle Jordan Jefferson, and then Tennessee Titans, they have wide receiver Jaquan Johnson, linebacker Kenneth Murray, and corner Roger McCreary, and linebacker Jerome Baker, running back Joshua Kelly, corner Gabe Judy Lally, and then offensive lineman Leroy Watson, and then New York Jets' corner Sauce Gardner, wide receiver McLaughlin Corley, and running back Brees Hall, and corner Owen Tez Stiggers, and offensive lineman Xavier Newman, and defensive lineman Braden McGregor. And then the Miami Dolphins, we got the quarterback Skylar Thompson, and corner Ethan Boner, and running back Raheem Mostert, and offensive lineman Andrew Meyer, and tight end Jack Stoll, and wide receiver River Kraft, and Atlanta Falcons is listed. We got wide receiver Jace Cleland, and then we got corner Nat Throne Brooks, and linebacker Rayson Evans, and then offensive lineman Elijah Wickinson, and we got defensive tackle Brandon Parker, and then wide receiver Casey Washington. And then on the Minnesota Vikings, we got corner Stephon Gilmore, quarterback Brett Arabian and defensive lineman Levi Drake Rodriguez, offensive lineman Ben Freedney, and and yeah, and 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 tackle Walter Rouse and offensive lineman Pat Jones Jr. And the New Orleans Saints' list we got running back Jordan. You actually want to shoot instead because they're trying to go out to the country and I'm not trying to go out to the country. Um, if we can agree to go to the range, if you actually want to do it, then we can just do that. But they're just trying to. I'll be ready in the next couple minutes. Okay, so like 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll be right. Back to the list of injuries. We got New Orleans Saints running back Jordan Mills, linebacker Jalen Ford, wide receiver Mason Tipton. We got defensive tackle Christian Boyd, and then we got quarterback Spencer Rattler. We got the New York Giants corner Deontay Banks, corner Drew Phillips, and then linebacker Bobby Kerr, and then we got tackle Christopher Hubbard, and then we got tackle Jermaine Illuminator, and then we got defensive lineman Raheem Nunez Roches, and we got the corner D Williams, and then we got Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers. In list of injuries, we got linebacker Javante Javion Clowney. We got wide receiver Jalen Coker. We got safety Jamie Robinson. We got corner Shamir Bartholomew. We got corner Caleb Evans. We got Caleb Evans. We got another quarter Caleb Farrelly. We got offensive lineman Jared Kingston, and then on the Philadelphia Eagles we got quarterback Tanner McKee. We got offensive lineman Darian Kennard. We got You got Trevor Kingen, Nick Gates. We got wide receiver. What's his name? Britton Covey. We got and so Blankenship is the safety. We got the other safety, Sidney Brown, Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. We got quarterback Bailey Zappi, wide receiver Cedric Tillman. We got running back Alta Foreman. We got corner Chigazi, Anisium. We got wide receiver Jamari Thrash, defensive tackle Sam Kamara, defensive end James Houston, and also on Pittsburgh Steelers we have quarterback Kyle Allen. That's the third string quarterback. Wide receiver George Pickens. Defensive back Corey Trice Jr.